And a good evening as we go across the border to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The Boston Red Sox take on the Toronto Blue Jays, coming up next on the Beagle Sports Network. As the MLB season winds down, we once again welcome you into the broadcast booth, this time across the border, Rogers Centre in Toronto, Canada, playing host to this AL East rivalry matchup between the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. The Jays are looking to still somehow find their way into the postseason. However, it seems rather unlikely as they are quite a few games behind the Tampa Bay Rays. The Red Sox, in turn, are multiple games behind the Blue Jays. Postseason implications aside, we're still hoping for some exciting baseball action tonight in Toronto. So without further ado, in a rather short pregame show, let's go down to the field here at the Rogers Centre. Alek Manoah starting things off here for the Toronto Blue Jays. 31 starts in 2022 with a 16-7 record, 144 hits conceded. Alex Verdugo, meanwhile, leading off for the Red Sox, 11 home runs and 74 RBIs last year with a batting average of .280. Red Sox, of course, in red, Blue Jays in blue, and it's a bit poetic, one might say, the choice of uniforms here tonight as we bring you, once again, Thursday Night Baseball. This season winding down. After tonight, we only have 2 more games that we will cover, and then we'll take a hiatus, come back for the World Series.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Count is 0-2 for Verdugo, and the 0-2 pitch is fouled off, an 83-mile-per-hour slider. Keeps the count at 0-2 as Verdugo pops this up. Catch is made in left field, out number 1. And this stadium quite impressive as Rafael Devers steps up to the plate. Rogers Centre in Toronto, Canada, the home of the Blue Jays. They've got hotels built into the stadium, I believe. It hosted WrestleMania 6. So it is definitely one of the more impressive stadiums in the MLB. As the count is 1-0 here for Devers. He'll foul it away. The 1-1. High.
1 strike.
The 2-1 pitch now.
That's ball 3.
Ball 3. Justin Turner on deck for the Red Sox. As Devers prepares for the 3-1 pitch, he'll connect. What a hit, what a sound. But it's gone foul. And the count is now 3-2. Full count pitch to Devers from Manoah. It's inside the strike zone, but he connects into foul territory to stay alive and to keep the count at 3-2. Here's the pitch once again. Swung on and missed, out number 2. Rafael Devers goes down, and the first strikeout of the night for Alek Manoah. We'll see the replay here. As the ball goes under the bat, it is Justin Turner up next for the Red Sox. Batting average of .278 last year. And again, a mighty hit to start things off. 13 home runs last year, 81 RBIs. But Turner sends it foul. And the 0-1 coming from Manoah inside the strike zone. As we see a fan with a sign supporting the starting pitcher. Of course, we were in Anaheim last week. We saw a number of signs in support of Shohei Ohtani. As this goes into right field, it's going to be a hit for Turner. And that's going to put a runner on base for the Boston Red Sox. 2 out, 1 on here at the top of the first. And Yoshida up next. Here for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. Fourth in the batting order, the cleanup. First pitch is inside, four-seam fastball at 93, something like that, miles per hour. I believe it was 93, I sort of lost track of the number. Anyways, here's the 1-0. It's gone foul, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch
Ball 2.
is low. The 2-1 coming here from Manoa. Yoshida will connect, and now the throw to second to take us to the bottom of the first. Scoreless between the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. Chris Sale on the mound for the Red Sox tonight. 2 starts in 2022, but he has become quite a household name in his career, I would say. And he started for the Red Sox against the Yankees when we covered that game, however long ago that was, as George Springer leads off for Toronto. 25 home runs last year with 76 RBIs and a batting average of .267. Here's the first pitch from Sale, and Springer connects on the edge of the bat, but it doesn't go very far, sort of stopped by the catcher. The 0-1 to Springer. He'll connect this time. It's going to go into foul territory to the third baseman. Catch is made for out number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop.
And up next, it is Bo Bichette. 24 home runs and 93 RBIs in 2022. .802 on base plus slugging and a .290 batting average. Here's the first pitch from Sale, right in the strike zone, 79, not 97 mile per hour slider to start things off for this at bat. Once again in the strike zone, Bichette checks his swing. And the count is 0-2. Here's the pitch. Looking for a strikeout, and out number 2. He swings and misses, and he's gone. Strikeout number 1 here tonight for Chris Sale,
The first baseman,
as we take a look at the replay.
Junior.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up next here for the Blue Jays, number 27. Quite a performance in this year's Home Run Derby, where he took home the title, much like his father did in 2007. The 0-1 checked, and it is called a ball. Of course, sadly, we were not in Seattle for the Home Run Derby. But we did cover the All-Star game, and that was really the beginning of this whole Thursday Night Baseball series, which will wrap up at the end of the month here as Guerrero Jr. sends it deep, but the catch is going to be made to take us to the top of the second. Still scoreless in Toronto. So it is Adam Duvall up next here for the Red Sox. 12 home runs last year with 36 RBIs, .677 on base plus slugging, and a .213 batting average. As the sun sets on Toronto, Canada, and we bring you the game before the penultimate game of this year's edition of Thursday Night Baseball. This year's series, that is. I don't know what the term for before penultimate is. Ante-penultimate, I suppose. Whatever. 0-2 is the count for Adam Duvall. Manoa looking to put him away here. And the pitch in the strike zone. Manoah is going to track it down, throw to first base for out number 1. Guerrero Jr. is there to complete the play. And that'll bring up Tristan Casas. 5 home runs and 12 RBIs last year with a .197 batting average. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed right away. 0-1. The 0-1 in the strike zone. And the count is 0-2. Manoah looking for another strikeout here. Will he get it? Well, not right now, because that is inside for ball 1. We are glad to have you joining us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as this season starts to wrap up. Of course, much of the national attention focused on football now rather than baseball, and we'll be bringing you Friday Night Football tomorrow as the San Francisco 49ers pay a visit to the Los Angeles Rams. Full count here for Casas. Christian Arroyo on deck for the Red Sox. And the 3-2 pitch coming now. Swung on and missed. He's gone. That is out number 2 and strikeout number 2 for Manoah. As we see the replay, and there's just sort of an atmosphere of anticipation before the pitch was thrown. Is it going to be a ball? Is it going to be a strike? But the roar that went up from the crowd when he swung, deafening here inside the Rogers Center. And there it is again as Arroyo pops the first pitch foul. 6 home runs, 36 RBIs last year with a .286 batting average. And the 0-1 coming now goes low.
That's ball 2.
Just on the frame of the strike zone, it's called a ball. And that has drawn the ire of the fans here. At least the ones that are supporting the Blue Jays. Reese McGuire on deck for the Red Sox. Let's see what happens here with Christian Arroyo. The count is 3-1. And the pitch is going to be driven down the first base line, but into foul territory. 3-2 is the count. And it's popped up into right field. Should be an easy catch to take us to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless in Toronto.
Leading off for the Jays, the catcher.
So as Alejandro Kirk steps up to the plate, there is a roar from the crowd here at the Rogers Center as we get underway with the bottom of the second inning. Of course, only 3 are being played, so we'll find out what happens. 3 at a minimum, that is. But we could go to extras as it's still scoreless between the Jays and the Red Sox. Oh! For a moment there, I thought he got hit. It came dangerously close. But I guess he's fine since he's not on first. This is sent low. Dalton Varsho on deck for the Blue Jays. Count is 3-1 for Kirk. And it could be a good start to the inning for Toronto if Sale pitches a walk. 3-1 is low, and that'll send Kirk to first base. Runner on first as Cavan Biggio, well, he'll be that runner now, I guess. Kirk calling in a pinch runner as Dalton Varsho steps up to the plate. Number 25. There you see the mascot dancing on the dugout. I'm rather unfamiliar with that one, but I assume it's a Blue Jay. Looks like a Blue Jay anyways. Rather interesting dance being performed as Sale attempts to pick off Biggio at first. He is unsuccessful. And the pitch as Biggio tries to steal. Thrown to second. Is he out? Yes, he is. That's out number 1. And the catcher celebrating as the Blue Jays lose the runner that they had on the bases. 19.47 miles per hour, the maximum speed achieved by Biggio. Those statistics brought to you, of course, by Google StatCast. So now it's 1 out, none on for the Toronto Blue Jays with Dalton Varsho at the plate. His count is 1-1, and the next pitch is inside to make it 2-1. A 2-1 pitch. Varsho will foul this away. And it's 2-2. The 2-2 outside and kind of low as well. Matt Chapman on deck for the Blue Jays, and it could be another runner. The count is 3-2. Here's the pitch. Inside. And the Jays gain back the runner that they just lost. And it looks like that's going to be all for Chris Sale here tonight. Number 41 to step off the mound to be replaced by Zach Kelly, the new pitcher here for the Red Sox. 13 games last season with a 1-0 record, 11 strikeouts and 4 walks. Kelly brought in as the closer here tonight, or at least the second pitcher. I guess it wouldn't be. He may not be the closer. Depends on what we see as this game unfolds. Check to swing in the strike zone. 27 home runs and 76 RBIs for Chapman. .757 on base plus slugging. And a .229 batting average. All those statistics, of course, coming in 2022. But this is right now as Chapman sends it down the third base line. It's thrown to third. Is he safe? Yes, he is. And now the Blue Jays have a runner on first and one on third as well. Let's take a look at the replay of this grounder. And an excellent opportunity being taken here. Going for 2 as Santiago Espinal is now at the plate for the Blue Jays. Toronto in a rather advantageous position at the moment. A hit, a single, is all it would take to give the Blue Jays the lead here on Thursday Night Baseball. And Espinal is going to connect, but he'll send it into foul territory to make the count 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Espinal connects once again, but once again sends it into foul territory. 1-2. And the 1-2. Once again fouled away. And the organist hyping up the fans as this goes inside and low. The 2-2 pitch to Espinal. He will connect. Is it going to get down in right field? Yes, it is! And that's going to give Toronto the lead. And in addition to that, Chapman gets to third as the Blue Jays with that RBI. What a hit. It's just a single, but it's given them a 1-0 lead. There you see Matt Chapman sliding into third. And now a 96% win expectancy for Toronto only 4% for Boston. Imagine that. Just think of that incredible margin as Whit Merrifield now steps up to the plate for the Blue Jays. Count is 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch coming now. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And remember, there's one out, but still runners on first and third for Toronto. So although the Blue Jays have taken the lead, they have a chance to extend it. Again, just a base hit would do. Merrifield, I guess, wanted to bunt there. And that's strike 3. So 2 out, 2 on as Kevin Kiermaier rounds out the batting order. Number 9 on the list. First pitch is in the strike zone. 7 home runs for Kiermaier last year with 22 RBIs and a .228 batting average. .649 on base plus slugging. And the 0-1 pitch to Kiermaier now. He connects, and he'll send it deep. It may go all the way. No, it hasn't. It's just bounced off the wall. But it's given the Blue Jays a 2-0 lead as Espinal is tagged for the 3rd out. 2-0 Toronto over Boston as we go to the top of the 3rd. So here comes the closer for Toronto, Jordan Romano. And all they have to do now is get 3 outs thanks to that incredible second inning that they had. It is now within reach. Also a new catcher coming in, Danny Jansen. Jansen, I apologize. As Reese McGuire leads things off here at the top of the 3rd. First pitch from Romano goes low. Romano, 3 home runs and 22 RBIs in 2022 for Reese McGuire. And a .269 batting average. As the 1-0 pitch comes from Romano, it's sent high. Again, a new catcher being brought in as well. You don't see that quite often. As this goes right to Romano, he's going to take his time throwing it to Guerrero Jr. first. And that's out number 1. Enrique Hernandez, 6 home runs, 45 RBIs, and a .222 batting average. Last year, .222 in 2022. I know Richie Bernard wasn't baseball commentator, but I digress. Count is 0-1. Checked. Strike 2. And now it's getting loud in the Rogers Center. Romano looking to get rid of Hernandez with this pitch. The 0-2 in the strike zone. It's going to go foul. The 0-2 once again.
Yep, that ball went out.
Outside. So that'll be ball 1. And the 1-2. Oh! Hernandez has been hit. And that'll bring up Alex Verdugo, lead off in the batting order. 0 for 1 with a fly out in the first. But the Red Sox have to be mindful here. A double play would end the game. But in contrast to that, the tying run stands at the plate. A home run here from Verdugo would send us to extras. Unless, of course, there was a walk-off in the bottom of the 3rd from Toronto. And I'm not sure that we've ever had extras. Maybe I'm wrong in this series of Thursday Night Baseball. As this is driven right to the first baseman. Count is 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch coming now from Romano, looking to put Verdugo away. It's gone into left field, and it's going to go foul. But as he got under it, It had me thinking. Perhaps we would see a miraculous catch there, but no such occurrence. The 1-2 once again. Oh, he's connected deep, but the catch is going to be made. And now looking for two. It goes to Bichette. And the runner will stay at first with 1 out remaining here for the Boston Red Sox. Rafael Devers, the last hope for Boston this evening. Remember, a home run would still tie this, but in contrast to that, 2 outs on the board. The first pitch, maybe the final pitch, as it popped into right center field. Catch is made, and the Blue Jays win 2-0 here in Toronto. And with that, we will go to the post-game show here on Thursday Night Baseball. A 2-0 victory for the Toronto Blue Jays over the Boston Red Sox here on Thursday Night Baseball. The home team claiming the win in this AL East rivalry matchup. Next week, it's the penultimate game in the 2023 season of Thursday Night Baseball. We will be at Petco Park in San Diego, California, as the St. Louis Cardinals battle the San Diego Padres. Tomorrow, it's the continuation of the National Football League season. Week 2 sees a California clash as the San Francisco 49ers visit the Los Angeles Rams at SoFi Stadium. This weekend, it's the return of the UEFA Champions League. On Saturday, Paris Saint-Germain will host Borussia Dortmund at the Parc des Princes, while Sunday will see Bayern Munich battle Manchester United in Matchday 1 of the group stage. Both matches taking place at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, and for those that may be across the pond, 8 p.m. GMT and 9 p.m. Central European Time. From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, that's all for tonight. We thank you for watching another edition of Thursday Night Baseball, and we hope to see you tomorrow for the NFL. But for now, it's goodbye and good night from Rogers Center.